Hey you guys, Dave Pritchard here, VMware. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about who we are and what we do, and more importantly, how we help our customers. I do not have to tell you guys how challenging IT can be. It's complex, it changes all the time, and VMware has changed so much in the past few years. And before I talk about our solutions and how they've changed, I want to talk a little bit about the problem that we're trying to solve. So, for a minute, if you can, forget about IT, forget about your job, and think about your life away from work. Software is eating the world. Our entire lives are software defined. Outside of work, we can make movie reservations, we can buy plane tickets, we can even buy compute resources like we would a pair of shoes with a web browser and a credit card. It's an instant, on demand, self service experience. And it's that kind of experience driven by Facebook and Google that make it really challenging for IT. When I come back into work and I have this amazing project that's going to make the company all this money, I ask IT for resources and they can be seen to be saying no, they can be slow, and that's the fundamental problem that we're trying to solve. We're trying to eliminate that tension between the line of business and IT. Anybody in IT listening to this will say, you guys have no idea. IT is tasked with all the hard stuff. They have all the legacy applications, all this old stuff. I call it crusty stacks of this stuff that is too expensive. They can't just throw it away. And IT has to make it available and they have to make it secure. They can't end up in the papers like Target. And so they're spending all their time, that's the hamster wheel. IT is spending all their time on the hamster wheel, and when the new cool stuff comes out that's going to be game changing for the business, well, they have hardly any time to work on it. And so what we want to do is we want to change the architecture. You have all of these complex technology stacks. We want to get rid of that, simplify it, pull everything into this fluid, secure cloud. One cloud for any application. And what does that mean? It means that we don't care about the underlying hardware. I don't care. We don't care about where it lives. It can be on premise, it can be off premise. We can change our mind. It doesn't matter. It's one cloud for absolutely any application. So that's one side of it. We still have to talk about how we deliver and consume these applications. So go back to my example before where you were outside of work. How many people do you know that have a desktop? They're lugging around a desktop. No one. That's because we have laptops, we have tablets, we have smartphones, we have all these different devices that each have their own experience. And you know what? I can get any piece of information from any application anywhere. I'm not tied to my desktop. So it's that type of experience that, again, we want to help enterprise IT deliver that for their customers. Enterprise IT they've got the crusty stacks, right? They've got all this physical stuff, they've got new stuff coming in, and it's the hamster wheel. I'm going to show you again. And they spend 80% of their time doing that. So distilled down, what does VMware do? We help simplify IT. We remove the hamster wheel. We get IT off that wheel so that they can concentrate on enabling the business. We remove the manual process, the technology silos, and we simplify it. One cloud, any application, any device. We are changing the world one proprietary box at a time, and I love it. Peace!